Hi friends, welcome into my 2020 studio desktop setup. In this video, I'll be showing you my new PC upgrade for productivity, video editing, and gaming, as well as the entire building process of this workspace. If you're new here, my name's Harji and I make tech videos, so let's get started. The main focus will primarily be around the PC build, which centers around the Ryzen 9 3950X. I never imagined myself needing to use 16 cores, 32 threads, but once I got it running, I do not regret picking this up because the power is just bonkers compared to my previous PC. Next up is the 2080 Ti Founders Edition. I'm super horny about this card. Not only is it super fast, but the weight, feel, and look of the card is just amazing with its neutral full steel body that pretty much fits into any build. Then I have 32GB of Corsair's Vengeance Rgb Pro RAM, clocked at 3200MHz, along with the X570 Asus Crosshair 8 motherboard. My main drive is the Samsung 960 Pro M.2 with 500GB of storage for the OS, essential programs, and a handful of games. My second drive is the Samsung 970 EVO with 2TB worth of storage. I use this drive to store all of my raw video clips during production and any type of pictures, music, or work-related material. I don't use any standard SSDs or hard drives as they are slower for a 4K workflow. My cooling solution is Corsair's 360mm rad for that spicy 3950X CPU, the H150i Pro, along with 6 of their QL 120mm fans. All of this is powered by Corsair's RM series 850W power supply and housed inside InWind's 303C white mid-tower case. And lastly, this video is also in collaboration with Solo Sleeving, who made these custom paracord cables. I've worked with Solo Sleeving in the past and the quality is nothing short of excellent, and I highly recommend them. Alright, now let's build the PC first, and then I'm going to dive into the rest of the desktop setup, talking about my choice of furniture, peripherals, and cable management. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that. Now let's talk about the rest of the setup that ties all of it together. The desk is made from a white and gray reversible laminate tabletop from Alera. I specifically chose a laminate surface because of two reasons. First is that laminate has great resistance against dents, scratches, spills, and stains. Second is that they are much easier to maintain over time compared to something like the cheap particle board Linmon tabletop from IKEA, which you see a lot in many desktop setup builds. Solid wood was the alternative, but those also need a level of maintenance such as using certain oils and wipes to keep it clean and in good condition from cracking and splintering. Wood also changes color over time as they age and are more vulnerable to the environment such as heat, humidity, and termites if your room isn't well conditioned. Laminate is also much more cost effective than solid wood and about the same price as particle wood, but with much better durability. I also use these transparent anti-slip pads under the tabletop so they don't slide off or around the drawers. The table is supported by two basic Alex drawers from IKEA as they are great options from a cost, utility, and aesthetic standpoint. Next to the main desk is a small 2x1 square shelf unit that resembles the Kallax series from IKEA. However, Kallax doesn't have 2x1, so I actually found this from Target and it fits in perfectly. This is where I place my Microsoft Surface Laptop 3, making it easy to access and grab when I need to work on the go. Beneath that are some of my manly seduction potions and a box where I keep my surge protector and cable management while being able to hide all the cables and at the same time, easy to pull out when I need them. Oh, and behind my PC in this little corner is an LED lamp from Tautronics, which you can get on Amazon. Here at the base, I can control the brightness and the warmth of the light with just the touch of my fingertips. The cables routing for my monitors and everything else is done through a series of PVC channel raceways, which I have cut using a hacksaw to the specific lengths I need. And I drilled them into the wall because the 3M adhesive on the back is not strong enough. Trust me, if you guys use any sort of cable raceways, adhesives that come with it will come off over time. I've done these many times with several brands. If you want your channels to stick, you got to drill them in. As for the peripherals, my dual monitors are the Acer XF270 HUA, which I've wall mounted. They are 27-inch IPS monitors, 144Hz, 4 millisecond response time, pretty standard IPS monitor specs from the last few years, but great bang for your buck, which is why I recommend them. And yes, all the parts will be linked down in the description below, and most, if not all of the things I go over in this video, I have done a review on, so feel free to look them up on my channel if you want. Moving down is my Katana soundbar from Sound Blaster Creative. I specifically chose this because having the basic dual speakers just doesn't sit right with the way my monitors and PC is set up. If you think about it, my only placement option would be behind the monitors or behind the PC, which would obstruct the visibility and sound, which is not what I want. On top of that, having a single unit for speakers is the step towards that minimalist setup instead of having two pieces of unit on my desk. And the Katana soundbar also looks pretty damn sleek and low profile. The soundbar also comes with a subwoofer which I've placed underneath my desk. I also have this small box here that doubles up as both a footrest and a storage unit. My mouse is the SteelSeries Sensei 310, which is so far my favorite and main mouse for the last 2 to 3 years. No complaints. The keyboard is Corsair's K65 10 keyless with cherry red switches. Although I had to get used to not using the numpad anymore, I'm glad I adapted to this form factor, coming from a previous full-sized K70. The K65 is great because now I have more real estate on my desk while preserving the dedicated media keys that I use very often. However, I must say that in terms of the keyboard, I actually switch between this and the WASD V3, as I also do love this keyboard as well. Mousepad is just a basic white fabric extra large pad from a seller on Amazon, which is no longer available. I got this one because it was just plain colored with no logos, keeping it clean and simple. Lastly, my casting couch. This is the Solstice Couch from IKEA, which has been discontinued for a while. If you guys have seen my other videos, you'll notice that I shoot a lot of my products on this couch, because it's a clean and neutral piece on my set that pretty much makes whatever product I review look great in B-rolls. Another reason why this couch is very important to me is because this is where I get a lot of my productivity done. Whenever I sit here, my mind just goes into a different place and all the creative ideas just start flowing where I just get shit done, especially when I do script writing. Alright, that does it for my 2020 desktop setup. If you guys have any recommendations or feedback on anything that I can improve on, please let me know down in the comments below. Thumbs if you like this video, subs if you want to see more content, and as always, I really appreciate your time, and I'll catch you in the next. Peace.